Hello. I'm going to wait and see if we have some people in here today. Give it a couple minutes. Filming live from my living room. Let me just see if I can adjust my camera a little better here. Yeah, a little rocky right there. Okay. Well, welcome. If you're here, put in the chat where you're from. I'd love to know. I'm in Newport Beach and it's going to almost 70 today. I had put on the sweater and I got really hot. So now I'm in sleeveless shirt with this over my shoulders. So I'd love to know where you're from. Put that in the chat so we can say hi and get started. I want to give you a little bit of value today for coming to see me today on the live. We're going to do a little closet clean out. And we have Heather here from Oceanside. So, hey, you're not too far from me, you Yarns. And Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hi, Holly. So we got all the warm girls on today. And Martha from Dallas, another warm weather gal. Hi, Martha. Thanks for joining. Can everyone hear me okay? Just want to make sure I'm coming in loud and clear. So I'm very excited that you're all here, and I want to give you some value for coming. So I thought that I'd do a quick closet clean out because this time of year is when we tend to get overwhelmed with lots of things going on, and we've got holidays that we're getting ready for, parties that we're getting ready for, and we are in the throes of it. And sometimes that shows up in our closets. And it does not mean that this time of year, when everything's chaotic, you need to go and do a whole closet overhaul. However, maybe this time of year is the perfect time to take 15 minutes to a half an hour and just do a quick closet clean out. And it actually will make a huge difference in how you feel about your wardrobe, just getting rid of some of the dead weight. And I don't mean, like I said, doing a full clean out. So a 15-minute clean out is just going to do this. You're going to set a timer. I live by using a timer because there's certain jobs I hate, like emptying the dishwasher. So if I set a timer for 5 minutes and I try to beat it. So do the same thing. Set a timer for 15 minutes or half an hour. Put on some nice music, something peppy that you enjoy listening to. And then you're going to go and remove the following things. Just go do a quick sweep and remove any of these items. Anything that is torn, stained, ripped, or broken. Those are things that really add a lot of clutter to your closet and you just don't need them in there. So take those out of there. And then if you have any clothes that need to be hemmed or tailored, get those out of the closet. I know my older sister is petite and nothing would fit her. So we had this like pile in our closet that was always the Jennifer's needs to be hemmed pile. It was skirts and pants usually. And it would just sit there. Those items never got used. And like, if that's your situation where you have clothes that need to be hemmed or repaired or tailored, get them out of your closet, take them to the tailor, or maybe they're just not going to work for you and get them out of there. And this is a big one. Get rid of any clothes in your closet that don't fit you. Like if it's too tight, too loose, you put it on, you just don't feel good in it, get that out of your closet too. And one of my favorite ones is get rid of anything that you haven't worn in 1 to 2 years. Like, do you really think after 2 or 3 years you're going to wear that item anymore? It's usually the style has changed. You can, unless it's a very conservative item, you can pretty much say goodbye to it. So if you just do those quick, like I said, a quick zap through your wardrobe, getting rid of those items, you're going to have a much lighter feel to your wardrobe in 5 minutes. And then in the next 5 minutes, you're going to do a quick organization of your closet. So sometimes you'll put dry cleaning back and it's still got the plastic wrap on. Take that off because you can't see the clothes. And clothes usually aren't good in plastic anyway, because a lot of our clothes are natural fibers and they need to breathe. So get the wrappers off because they just clutter up your closet. Get those papers off of there. And organize your closet by classification. So anything that's hanging is usually going to be shirts, sometimes athletic wear, anything that's hanging. Go through and make sure it's in order of classification. Shirts, blouses, jackets, and then keep all your sweaters together in a pile, your jeans together, your PJs together. That way, when you go to get dressed, your closet is going to be so much more well organized. And even if you have, like, we're in holiday season, if you have holiday, put all your holiday in like one little section. I usually keep mine in the left-hand side of my closet because there's that little gap. I have one of those roller closets, like with a big door, and there's a gap between the wall and where the door starts. So I don't see those items as often because they're kind of hidden behind that little gap. So that's where I keep those things. So I don't have to look at them. So what I'm looking at in my closet is those things that I like to see on a daily basis, and they're what I go to regularly. So keep those things front and center. And then once the things are grouped by classification, I also find it really helpful to classify them from light to dark. And so you're going to just go white and then red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, just like the rainbow, and then gray and black at the very end. And that also will help you look at things in a new way and be able to put items together that you might not have thought of before. And it's all about getting your closet to work for you. And this method, like I said, will allow you to easily mix and match your garments. And hopefully this time of year, it'll give you enough of a cleanup that you can go on with your busy life and just enjoy your wardrobe and get into really giving it a deep dive clean out later on. But just like I said, a 15-minute clean out, I usually do that about 3 or 4 times a year. And I find that it really helps keep my closet manageable because I don't always put things back where they belong. Like I said, those dry cleaning things get in there and mess everything up. So just go through it and give it a little love. I just want to look, we've got some other people. So Martha said hello. Marlisa said hi from Brazil. Wow, we got all the warm weather girls here today. If you're coming in from somewhere cold, put that in the chat. I'd love to know. So I hope you found some value in this quick little cleanup. But what I really want to talk to you about today is my new community, the Champagne Circle. And if you noticed, that is about what we just did. This closet cleanup is about what you can cover in a YouTube video, but it leaves a lot to be desired. We're only scratching the surface at what you should do on a deep dive on a closet clean out. And another thing is, it's a very one-way conversation. I'm telling you what to do, and there's no feedback. You can't say, well, I have this problem, I have that problem. And that's what a community does, is it is a back and forth conversation where it's not just me talking to you, it's all of the other people too. I used to have a knitting community when I had my knitting channel going really strong, and that had almost 4,000 subscribers. And it was really vibrant. And the way people were able to share ideas from one another was really exciting and very happy, very empowering, and just a place where you want to go. I know when you're on like Facebook, you get bombarded with advertisements, posts that, maybe political posts from your friends and relatives. You just get a lot of junk that you don't want. Well, the Champagne Circle isn't going to have any of that. It's always fun. uplifting and positive when you come in the community. And every month, we're going to talk about a different topic. In fact, in month one, we're going to talk about goals and goal setting, and not just for your fashion, but for your whole life. And then how fashion will be able to support your wardrobe, will be able to support your goals. Like, is your wardrobe aligned with the goals that you have? And that's what we're going to cover in January. Then in February, we're going to do a big thing on deciphering your style, uncovering what your style is. And we're going to do all of these things with a lot of fun activities like challenges, polls and quizzes, articles and posts, and really get you engaged and talking and sharing with one another. And the more active you are in the community, the more you will get out of it. And I had somebody text me and say, well, why would I want this when I can get information for free online? Well, the big reason why is because you're getting answers from real people that are, like I said, a back and forth conversation and a much deeper dive than what you can get on a regular YouTube channel. And I actually belong to I belong to another knitting community, and I belong to a YouTube community. Both groups I pay to belong to. And I can't tell you, I've been in both of them for years. And I can't tell you, sorry, my dog's moving around here, how much I've gotten from the friendships and the relationships that I've made through these communities. I have friends now all over the world that I know have my back, know are looking out for my best interest, know that I have a friend if I need something. It's like, oh, I have a knitting thing I want to know about. I have like 50 plus friends, way more than that actually, that I know that I could just mention something to them and they'd be like, oh, I can help you out with that. I know who to talk to. Same thing with YouTube. You believe it or not, there's a lot of questions that come up with doing a YouTube channel. And I have a couple hundred people that I know just from being in my community that will help guide me along and just like have my back. And that is what I want for this. And a lot of times, I actually did a poll. Let me pull it out here. A couple months ago, and asked a bunch of questions. Of course, now I can't find that paper. Here it is. I asked a bunch of questions, and if any of these things sound like you, put that in the comments. Here, if this sounds like you, I want to get out of a fashion rut. I have too many clothes in my closet, but nothing to wear. Fashion is complicated, and I don't know where to start. What's new in fashion? How can I incorporate it into my style without looking like I'm trying too hard? Clothes don't just don't fit the same way anymore, and that's true. When we hit this age, clothes do not fit the same way, and it's really frustrating, and it's a struggle to know what to do. Well, that's the kind of stuff we are going to talk about in this community. And it's, like I said, not just me saying, here, do this, do this. We're going to do live chats every single month that are all of us together in a Zoom room, and we're just having a good time. They're called Style and Sip, or Sip and Style. And bring your favorite beverage, show up, and we'll just have a fun chat about fashion and whatever our topic is for the month. And like I said, everybody can join in and ask questions and be involved and get to know each other in the community. And other things that people are saying is, I'm too old to be fashionable. I've retired and now need to build a wardrobe that is not a corporate wardrobe. I keep buying similar items over and over just because it works, but it is not sophisticated. Now, if any of those sound like something that has happened to you, those, like I said, are real comments from other YouTube subscribers and email subscribers that they are struggling with. And that is what the community will be doing, is helping you together as a community work through the issues because I know if one person's having them, a lot of us are having those same issues. And that's really what I want to help guide you with. And this is not, okay, here's what's going to happen. We are going to do this as a community. And if you're all saying, hey, this is something we're really struggling we're going to make that something that we address in the community so that, okay, if everybody's struggling with how to go shopping and figure out what is the right thing to buy, that's what we're going to cover that month. And I think it's going to be really fun and really engaging. And it's going to help you cultivate your own personal style. It's going to help you overcome fashion anxiety. It's going to help you build a functional wardrobe of clothes that you love to wear. You'll gain shopping savvy so that you don't go in and feel overwhelmed and end up either leaving the store frustrated or making impulse buys that you didn't want or that a salesperson talked you into. And I'm also going to help you with understanding practical fashion knowledge. There's a lot of words. The keywords seem to be, the buzzwords seem to change every other day. And I want to help keep you abreast of that. When we were in high school, it seems like high school, college, we're also, even middle school, we're also connected to fashion. Remember back when you could just flip through the fashion magazine, especially the fall fashion magazines, and they would be really exciting. And then you'd take those ideas that you saw in the magazine and go buy those items and put together your fall look. And you'd talk to your friends about it. You'd talk to your siblings about fashion, and you just had lots of conversations about fashion. Well, we're kind of going to do the same thing in a group and just have fun with fashion again. I think you end up getting into your 20s, 30s, 40s, and life gets in the way. You don't have time to sit and flip through fashion magazines anymore. So you kind of start to feel out of date, and you hit your 50s and it's like, I used to be cool and stylish. Now I don't even know what's in style anymore. So that's another thing we are going to be addressing in the community, and just staying up with the times, sifting through the millions of trends that are out there, because every time you turn around, there's a new, here's what's hot, here's what's not, and which one of those trends we should look into and which ones we should avoid. And I also want to remind you that there's going to be a very engaging and positive community here within the Champagne Circle. And you're going to get a lot of friends that you didn't even realize that you had, and enjoy every bit of it. And if you have any questions, put those in the comments. I just want to say hi to Ruth from Colorado and Lisa from Florida. Ruth, I think you're our only cold weather person here. So welcome. We're glad to see you. If anyone has any comments, I'd love to know, or if you have comments about the community, especially, I'd love to hear. And I'll check back in a minute. I'm just going to keep going. And I also want to talk to you about, most of us here are in our 40s, 50s, and beyond. And that's who I really want to talk to, is women over 50 who have gone through menopause, or you're about to go through it. You might have gone through empty nest or retirement, or maybe you're downsizing. There are so many changes in our lives at this age. And when we were in our 20s, you're getting married, you're having kids, starting your career, everything is there to help guide you. There's so many resources, but you hit this age, it's like crickets. You can't find anything out there to help you, especially with, hormones changing, maybe health issues, and your body's changing, and you're just like, what is going on? How do I deal with it? Nobody's talking about it. Well, that's the things that we're also going to be talking about in this community. We're also going to talk about body shape, and I actually built a whole body shape. So the community is brand new, and I'm still building sections, and our new users can see the progression, because every day they sign on and there's like some new stuff going on that I've added, and there's going to be new things coming in all the time. Like I said, we're going to have we're going to have fashion challenges. We're going to have mini courses. We're going to have worksheets, lots of deep dives on things that you want to know about. You didn't know where to look. We're going to have it all in the community. And we're also going to talk about curating your closet. I just did a whole video, and I'm sure if you watch my videos, you know I'm wearing my Project 333 capsule wardrobe. And, you know, I just scratched the surface on that. Sorry, my dog is right here. I'm trying to keep her on my lap so that she isn't barking while we're on the call. I lost my train of thought. Let's see. I was talking about, Project 333 with my 33 pieces for 3 months. And I want to talk about that. And it doesn't mean that you have to do Project 333. There's lots of ways that you can minimize your wardrobe for maximum results. And that's another thing I want to deep dive in the community through challenges, through posts that we do, through communicating with others. And another thing, this is one of my things that people absolutely loved with my knitting community that I had. Every month or every quarter, we are going to do an interview with one of the members and find out what she loves about her fashion, what her challenges are, even just get to know her and find out, what do you do? What makes your day happy? I just want everyone to get to know one another on a very personal level and really enjoy being in a fun, happy, engaging community that's a happy place to go, not a Facebook. Oh, I gotta let her down. Not like Facebook, where they're the ones dictating what you see, or Instagram, you're getting this scroll. I want to stop the scroll. I want you to be able to engage and get to know one another and really have fun in a community of people that you've gotten to know. We're also going to talk about strategic shopping and body positivity. And that's actually a big one, is loving yourself and your body, no matter what you look like, is just, you are beautiful no matter where you are in your life. And we are going to talk about that in the community on a very deep level. We're going to talk about sustainability, fashion as a journey. You know, a lot of people think, okay, I bought this wardrobe, now what? Well, it is a journey, and it's hard to know what to bring in and what to take out. And I'm going to help you have the tools that you need so that you can do that at any time. And we're going to do lots of tips and tricks. I'm going to have a resource center so that you can get resources that you need. Just so many things like that. That's like, I have a whole list here. In fact, I wanted to give you a quick view of the community itself. I had it pulled up right here on my phone, and now it's not here. Okay, so let me go in here. I'm going to pull that up. While that's coming up, let's see who else we have. Oh, Yu Yarn says, it sounds great. Yes to all of the issues after 50. Thank you, Margaret. We've got Jenny from Georgetown, Texas. Hello. Oh, and Helen, I think you're our farthest away visitor from New Zealand. So it's getting into summertime for you now, isn't it, Helen? Helen Mary. So I just want to give you a quick glimpse into the Champagne Circle. Here it is on my phone. Now you can use this, sits on the Mighty Networks app, and you can go on the community, whether you're on your desktop, on your iPad, or handheld device. or on your phone. And it works on Android and on iOS systems. So we've got we're going to have a launch party coming up on Friday. That's going to be right in the community itself, just for members. We've got there's a little poll here. This one is grade your skill at mixing and matching different pieces of clothing. So there's a little slider so you can say, here's what I'm good at it, I'm not so good at it. And you can go in and push on that. And then I posted my favorite holiday outfit, and we've gotten a couple comments there. And you can see, the network average is 28% say they're good at mixing and matching clothing. So that's a big area that we're going to talk about, is how to mix and match clothes, because only 28% of the people in here say that's something that they're good at. So that's another thing that we can work through. But there's lots of stuff like that. And then, like I said, there's different categories. So we have the different body shapes right here. So you can go in, let's go look at inverted triangle body shape. So you can go look and see what the inverted triangle body shape is. And then there's questions to get you talking to other people that have that body shape. And like I said, this is in the beginning stages. It's just going to keep growing. I'm just going to keep adding more tools, more things for you to be able to really grow and hone your skills and do it with lots of fun, friendly people in an engaging, happy community. And we're seeing so much craziness on the news today. There's a lot of not so great things, horrible things happening out there. And I want Champagne Circle to be a respite for you to get away from all that, to get a break, to not have to be on the TV watching the news, to not have to be on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok seeing things that others want you to see, and be able to really have some you time and have meaningful conversations with people that you've gotten to know in a very warm, friendly, and happy environment. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I really invite you to join the Champagne Circle. It's $17 a month. And it took me a long time to come up with that price, because I want you to get value from what you're getting in the community. We're going to be providing a ton of value to help you get your life and your wardrobe to the next level. And you get a little bit off of that if you buy for a whole year. It's $199, I believe, for the whole year. But just think, if you were to go and have an image consultant or a stylist, how much you would pay for that, or color analysis. I just think I looked into one, and it was like $400 just for 1 hour of color analysis. And a lot of times they'll have stylists, but they expect you to spend a certain amount of money at their store when you have a stylist, if you're not paying them outright. And I want to take the guesswork out of all of that. I don't want you to feel like you're forced to buy anything. I want you to be able to explore without pressure what your goals are and what your fashion dream look is, and help you put that together and help you take the guesswork out of building a wardrobe that you love, being able to go shopping without frustration, finding the clothes that you love that fit your current body shape and your lifestyle. Those are all the things we're going to be deep diving in the community. So if that is something that is resonating with you, I'm going to put a link. In fact, if you is still on here, would you mind putting a link to the community? I'm going to see if I can do it real quick. I should have had that ready to go. I apologize. Let's see. You pull up the Champagne Circle here. I'm just going to get the link right now, and I'm gonna pop that into the chat so that you have it. And let's just say I wanna do a little check-in here. That link is on there. I just wanna say hi to people. Hello, Inez from Massachusetts. You like the future topics, the body positivity, awesome. Colette, hello to you too. Kim, all the way from Edinburgh, Scotland. So glad to hear from you. Thanks for being on. So if you have any questions about the Champagne Circle community, do you want to put that in the chat? Because I'd love to hear what questions or concerns that you have. Or if you feel like I didn't address something. Oh. Sorry about that. Hi, Sue from Michigan. So does anyone have any questions about the community, the Champagne Circle? And like I said, when I came on, if you're just hopping on now, I did a whole overview on how to just get your closet in order in 15 minutes because I want you to have some value just for joining me today. And I really appreciate that you're here. So you can always go back and watch that replay if you missed it. And I want to talk about why people are coming into the community and what we are trying to take care of here while you're here. And if you feel like you're in a fashion rut, I want to help get you out of it. I want to help you transform an overwhelming closet. I want to help you build a style that resonates with you and your personality and your current lifestyle. I want to help you adapt your wardrobe and embrace and love changes that are going on in your body and know how to dress for them. And I want to help you redefine fashion at any age because this community is mostly for women over 50. We're going through lots of life changes, and I want you to help be able to adapt to those changes. And I want you to have a wardrobe that fits your lifestyle for where you are today, not the corporate lifestyle you had 10 years ago, not the style you had when you were a stay-at-home mom or in some sort of career outside, but what fits your lifestyle today and what you're doing on a daily basis. And I also want to help you break the cycle of repetitive purchases. I know I have done this many times where I'll just, I like this shirt in white. I'll buy it in every color. And then I just keep buying it. And I don't really love it, but I can't think of anything else to buy. So that's what I do. But we're going to break that habit. We're going to deep dive all of these things. Now let's see. Jenny Tedesco gave a question. And she said, will the circle also be a place to learn where to buy quality pieces? Absolutely. We are going to have a resource center that has lots of ongoing places for you to be able to make purchases of really great quality items. I'm very into like B corporations right now. They do a lot of sustainability, making sure workers have fair rights, making sure the products are properly sourced and good quality. There's so many deep reasons to be a B Corp, and it's a very hard license to get, but there's so many good brands out there right now that are not fast fashion, that are going to provide really quality materials and garments that you're going to have for a long time. So absolutely, that will do that. Let's see. Jenny wears petite clothing and it's difficult to find clothes. Jenny, we are going to have a petite section in our community. That's a really great question. So right now the community just has body shapes in it, but we're going to have a section for talls and petites so that you can find women like you that have the same issue and help each other solve issues like that. And we're going to do deep dives on, okay, here's some things that will be best practices for you when you're shopping for petite clothing or how to get things tailored. And like I said, everything is going to be a much deeper dive than what we could ever do in a YouTube video. And it's going to be more personalized. It's going to address the issues that you have. And it's not just going to be me talking, it's going to be a communication between us as a group, a collective. And I think that everyone will have so much to gain from it. Like I said, it's not just me having a conversation and giving you direction all the time. We're going to have live chats that we actually all get to participate in. You can hop on and say anything at any time. And it's going to be a happy, warm, and engaging community where we can all have a lot of fun talking about fashion. So let's see. Oh, hi, Pat Douglas from suburban Philly. I love that. I grew up in suburban Philadelphia. So great to see you on here, Pat. Let's see. It says, Nancy, will you maintain your shopping on Champagne blog? Yes, I will be still. This is in addition to my website, in addition to my blog. I really, I kind of stopped posting on Instagram a while back. And I just felt like I wasn't really able to connect with people. It's like some people would see my feed, even though I have 1,000 or so followers, nobody would see it. And the latest news on Instagram is even less and less. Like it's like 93% less people are seeing your posts than they did a year ago. So it's like, why am I on this hamster wheel when the people that I really want to have the information and that are wanting to hear that information can't get it? So I really wanted to focus on building a community so that we can be engaging. And I love my blog. Blogging is really where I started my whole YouTube being online journey was on blogging, and I will always have a blog and keep posting on there. But again, it's a one-sided conversation. It's me putting information out there to you. And there's really, yes, you can leave a comment, but they're not engaging. And a community is engaging and will allow you to really get to know not just me, but other people that are sharing the same issues and challenges that you are. So like I said, if that's something that's interesting to you, I will repost that in the community. And before we wrap up, if you have any questions, I would love to hear them. I'd love to answer any questions you have. You can put those in the chat. And this community, we just launched it. Like I said, it's $17 a month or $199 for the year. And that ends tomorrow. That offer will never be available at that price again. This is a vintage member into the shopping on a vintage member Champagne Circle price. So you will not get that price again. Everyone else who joins will be at a higher price, and you will be grandfathered in at that same yearly price or same monthly price forever, as long as you're a member. So if that's something that's interesting to you, and you're also getting in on the ground floor and you kind of have a say in what I want your feedback on what you want to see in the community, so that this is a community that you love and you want to be a part of and you want to be engaged in. I want this to be your go-to spot where you know your friends are. Kind of like the Cheers of fashion. I want you to be able to walk in, come into the community and be like, oh my gosh, Pat's here, Colleen's here, Jenny's here, Sue's here. I'm so excited to see you guys. These are all my friends. These are my people. And what I love about the idea of the community is all of us are here with the same common goal. And I know I mentioned I had I'm part of a YouTube community and a knitting community, and I pay for those communities to be a member. And what I love about them is that we all have the same common goal. So everyone in there is either passionate about knitting, passionate about YouTube and producing YouTube videos, and this one, hopefully, passionate about getting your fashion goals and loving your wardrobe, and it just brings you together on a very common ground. So, does anyone have any questions that you want to put in the chat? If not, I think we're going to wrap things up because I don't want to take up any more of your day. Nana says hello. Hi, Nana C. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. So if anyone doesn't have any questions, I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm so glad you joined me today. And if you do have any other questions, feel free to email me, message me, post it on a YouTube, later, and I will get back to you with your questions. And if not, I hope to see you in the new Champagne Circle. Thanks so much for joining me today, and have a great day.